Hillary Clinton was asked about the Keystone Pipeline at a town hall meeting, and she gave a terrible answer.
As president, would you sign a bill, yes or no, please, in favor of allowing the Keystone XL pipeline?
Well, as you know, I was the Secretary of State who started that process. I was the one who put into place the investigation. I have now passed it off as obvious, because I'm no longer there, to Secretary Kerry. This is President Obama's decision, and I am not going to second-guess him because I was in a position to set this in motion, and I do not think that would be the right thing to do. So I want to wait and see what he and Secretary Kerry decide. If it's undecided when I become president, I will answer your question.
You know how you answer that question if you're not going to approve the Keystone XL pipeline? Here, let's try it. What'd the guy ask? Hey, if you're president, would you ever approve the Keystone pipeline? Yes or no, please? Here's my answer. No. Next question. You want to know who answers like she answered? Somebody who's going to approve the Keystone XL pipeline. And I like the tepid applause at the end. I'm convinced that that's just people from her campaign who were there. And they were probably told beforehand, no matter what she says, clap. No matter what she says, clap, and then hopefully other people will be sheep, and they'll be like, yeah, we're with you. More fossil fuels. Increase global warming. Yes, yes, yes. And notice, even with the few people clapping, it didn't look like it was going to catch on. People were like, I mean, we like Hillary, we're here, but, you could have just said no to the Keystone XL pipeline. Here you have Hillary Clinton, and I'm telling you right now, if she were to become president, and at that time the Keystone isn't already approved, she will approve it. She will approve it. And I am basing that solely off this. Now, again, time will tell, and obviously a lot of things have to fall into place for us to be able to test this theory, because who the fuck knows if she actually will become president, who knows if it won't be approved yet by that time. But I'm telling you, based off this, that's the answer of a person who will approve the Keystone XL pipeline. But then the bigger question becomes, why? And I think that answer goes right back to the core of what Hillary Clinton is. Hillary Clinton is basically President Obama and or her husband, plus being a little further right on the political spectrum. So it's a very centrist, corporatist, pro-establishment Democrat. And with her, like I said, it's even more so that it's like center-right-ish corporatist establishment Democrat. And I'm not just saying that because I dislike Hillary Clinton. I'm saying that because if you look at her position on the issues, it's clear that she's to the right of even those guys, and those guys are too far right. So take the issue of Syria. She's been one of the people screaming from day one that we should be involved. She said, hey, I would have armed the FSA. The FSA, the Free Syrian Army, the same group that later on made a truce with ISIS, because they're both Sunnis and they wanted to fight the Shia leader Assad in Syria. So you were going to give weapons to the FSA, and they eventually would have gotten into the hands of jihadists. And you're still today saying that that's your plan and you think that's a better idea. Now, she may have come out in favor of the Iran deal now that it's done and it's a success, but go back and listen to Hillary's comments on Iran going back not that long ago. In fact, in the 2008 election, in the primary, by the time it rolled around to me, when it was my turn to vote in New York, it was down to just Obama and Hillary. I voted for Obama. In the primary, I had to vote for Obama because Hillary Clinton had just said something about Iran along the lines of, yeah, I have no problem. Of course I'd do a military strike. Of course. So she's always been hawkish when it comes to foreign policy. She's always been to the right of Obama on many issues. And as much as Obama's, buddy-buddy with the corporations, Hillary Clinton is a darling of the corporations. You think if we don't go through the Clinton Foundation donations, that we're going to find money there from not only world governments that I don't want giving money to her, like Saudi Arabia, for example, but also from ExxonMobil and Chevron and BP. You think the Clintons have no connection whatsoever with big oil. Yes, I know the Republicans are worse, and they basically want to suck off all the big oil CEOs. That's a given. We know that. But you're telling me the Clintons have no connection whatsoever, and they're openly hostile to the idea of, fossil fuels continuing to be a gigantic player in American politics? Nonsense. Nonsense. So when I look at that, I see money talking. I see somebody I want to run as a progressive leader and be like Bernie Sanders, but I'm just not really Bernie Sanders. I'm not nearly as progressive as him, and I'm much more part of the establishment. So when you ask me a yes or no question, hey, would you approve the Keystone XL pipeline? I know the answer is yes, I would approve it. So instead of saying that and pissing you off, I'm going to do this tap dance. Ooh, look at me tap dancing. I didn't answer your question, but hopefully you'll still vote for me. Did I bullshit you enough like a sleazy politician?